Hey guys, what's up and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time here, you're most welcome. If you're a return subscriber, I really do appreciate you coming back. Okay, if you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Jacinta. I'm a just vlogger, a just YouTuber based in Plateau State, just Nigeria. And on this channel, I film content around faith, lifestyle, beauty, and relationships. So if that sounds like something you want to see more of, please do well to stick around, okay? Join this wonderful YouTube family by subscribing, clicking on the subscribe button, and also turning on the post notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, so you can be one of the first people to see it. All right. As I would like to start by apologizing for not being for being MIA. I know I said, oh, I want to get more consistent and all of that. And I'm sure at this point in time it looks as if I was just bluffing. But it's not like that, you guys. I decided to I actually still have consistency in mind, but um I just realized that the more I pushed myself to put out videos or try to sit down and record content, the more stress was adding to me. And that only sends the signal that I should probably, not even probably, I should just take a break, okay, instead. Like, however, regardless rather of the whole consistency thing, which is not a lie, I'm not lying, you guys, please forgive me, but I just chose to take a break rather, yeah, as opposed to just keep pushing myself. And I'm not feeling the videos. I have recorded videos, but watching them while editing them, it wasn't just giving what it was supposed to give, honestly. And what's the point, right? If I'm not feeling it, how can you guys feel it? Do you get? So thinking about it, I was like, I bet there's no point. I just deleted the videos. Now, so you guys can see. So if I have to be satisfied with it for you guys to actually be satisfied with it as well. That's how I see it, because I feel like sometimes I am a bit hard on myself, being the perfectionist that I am. So I wasn't satisfied with it. It wasn't just giving what it was supposed to give. So I just had to delete them. I just told myself, like, you need to just take a break, okay? Just take a break. So when you're back, you're back better and stronger, if that makes sense. So that is why I have been MIA. But going forward, like, I have a lot planned for you guys, a lot of vlogs. Yeah, just sit back. I just stay tuned. I have a lot of vlogs. I have about 3 weddings to attend this month. Yeah, happy new month, by the way. If you're watching me, happy new month. I hope this month brings a lot of goodies to all of us and all of that. I hope this month is nicer to us and all of that. But I have like a couple of weddings to attend this month, and I intend to carry you guys along my journey, just show you guys how the weddings, just attend weddings with me, and a lot of fun stuff as well. So please stay tuned, okay? I want to make up for my absence, but yeah, I've rambled a lot. But this is just like a life update, okay? I'm still in Jos. You guys that know this environment know that I'm still in Jos. Yes, I'm still in Jos. Our guy is at work. Yeah. So we are back to long distance marriage, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's just part of life. We move on. Yeah, life is in phases, so I'm very sure at some point we'll be in the same place. But for now, I'm here and he's there. Hmm. So that's about that. Initially, I wanted to film a different video, like talk about a different thing, but I realized that why not just do things in a chronological or why not just do things like the way they're supposed to be, right? I don't want to now start filming a video that has to do with something else whilst there's still content about what's already on ground. Does that make sense? Yes. Sorry, this has stop saying does that make sense, but you should pardon me. But yeah, that's why I said let me just film this first. Then I'll film what I had to film in mind maybe after this video or so. So yeah, today's video I'm just talking about something really interesting. Yeah, let's just title it Crazy X, okay? That Crazy X. I'm going to give you guys the story of what happened to me. The journey of how I and my husband got to where we are now. For you guys, I don't know if you see my face for the very first time, but you should have seen my Nigerian wedding videos. You should have seen, but you've not seen it. Yeah, Because I don't know, I'm married. Okay, I got married last year December. I started dating. I don't know if I told you guys, but at some point I did not like him. Like it's not as if, oh, okay, it's just a it's just a normal, oh, I'm not sending this person. Do you get? No, I actually did not like him, and I'm going to tell you guys why and what happened. And this, for me, this just goes as far to say that in as much as I don't know what's so special about my relationship with my husband at that time and up until now, but I just realized that a lot of things were trying to stop us, impede us from being together. Yeah, so this is just, I think, the first step to it. I'm going to carry you guys along. So basically, obviously, before my husband met me, there was a girl in his life, right? They had dated for a while and they had broken up. But let me not get ahead of myself. Let me backtrack a little bit so you guys can get the backstory. So I was on my own jajali, you guys. On this day when this person messages me on Instagram, we're going to name her. Let's name her Sister A. I don't know why, but let's name her Sister A, right? So Sister A messages me on Instagram and he's like, "Oh hi, blah blah blah. I watch your YouTube channel." You should just follow me through. You hear how she articulated and planned out everything carefully, planned out everything. So yes, hi. My name is I'm a fan of I'm a fan of you know, I watch you on YouTube and all of that. I realize I talk about relationships and all of that good stuff. And I say, yeah, okay, thank you. And then she's like, oh, but please, I have a question to ask. I need your counsel. I need your advice on a particular issue. And I say, oh, shoot, why not? Right. So she goes to say, oh, so this guy I was dating. So this guy I'm going to give you guys this, but she just said a lot of stuff, right? It was quite lengthy. And thinking about it now, I think that was the phase she was at the particular point in time. But I got to realize that half of what she said in that lengthy message were lies. Were lies. You know how something happens and people turn. I'm of the opinion that if someone comes to you or to me with some sort of issue and they're like, oh, see what happened though, and involves two people or more, so this will happen, and the person keeps pushing the blame on the other person, the person keeps painting the other person black. The person will paint every other person black except for himself, you yourself. So what have you done to contribute to the situation? Because you cannot tell me that it's just the other person that has been offending you, has been doing so and so, and you've not done your own. Never. It takes two to tango, right? So what happened? What did you do? Right? Like how did you contribute? So she just went on and on about this person. And before I even got to know before I got to know that this person, I knew this person, I already developed this kind of anger and dislike for that person. I was like, what kind of scumbag is this? Last men has come. This girl, Sham. I shall advise her based on what she told me. Oh, I advised her, I said, if it's like that, then you have to be with such a person now. Do you understand? This relationship is clearly toxic. What are you looking for there, right? Just move on, dearie. I did still know it was this person, right? So basically, I'll be unraveling it as we are going. So basically, this girl knew that my husband knew me. And she knew that I knew my husband, but she did not tell me that it was my husband. She just told me that it was her relationship, right? Which I didn't even know. So when she found out that my in fact, what am I saying? There was a time my husband asked me before we even started dating, before I even started sending him, he asked me for permission to post one of my videos, like of me, a video of me on his site. I said, oh, why not? So I think this girl saw my picture on my husband's status, right? Yes. So she's that kind of crazy ex. Yeah, I think she was obsessed with him or something. So she saw my picture on his status. What did he now go to do? Women, we are trained detective. We can dig out anybody on social media. Wherever you are, we will find you. So this girl assumed the role of stalker. Mm. So as she saw my picture, I don't know how she did it. Maybe she went on Facebook and checked for his list of friends and probably saw my picture on my display picture, and she's like, yes, this is her. So that was how she now. I feel like she now got me. She now came to Instagram and found me, then sent me that message, all in a bid for me to dislike my husband. Now my now husband, but then just some an acquaintance that I knew, right? So at that point, I already disliked that kind of person. Like, what kind of person is that? So when I realized that the girl now started becoming, trying to become close to me, she would invite me to come and do. It was me. I have a very clear mind. I have a very clear conscience. So when I meet people, when I see people, I take them with open arms. I don't think about any, because my mind is, I'm not like that. I'm not a wicked person. Do you understand? So my mistake is that sometimes I feel like everybody is like that. Me, I take people with open arms. I don't used to question. I'm a nice person normally, right? So I would welcome people with open arms, no any ill mind. What it's never I'm not that kind of person to be suspecting and be, do you get? That was at that time. So, I told this girl, I was like, this person is like a younger sister. Oh, what if it's my younger sister now? How did you get? So I advised her the way I would advise my younger sister, basically. So I took her like my younger sister, she would ask me questions about my personal life. I didn't know it was with a motive. Oh, this girl will be asking me questions. Make man now be telling her with my one mind. I was telling her stuff, even when my boyfriend, that my then boyfriend, started dating, no, before we started dating, I was busy telling her things, how everything was going. Hey, the day, Ana kan tafiya, mutane Allah, people of God. Um, so sorry, I've lost my train of thought. But the day my boyfriend came to visit me, no, not you. We're not even still dating at that point in time. Like, that was before I left for my convocation. If you guys have not seen the story of how we met, people will not understand. So I feel like for you to grasp it, people should go and watch how we met video. You guys will understand better. But before I left my convocation, he came to visit me. I said it in that video. I'm not going to repeat myself here again. So please just watch it, okay? Just go scroll down and watch it. So when he came that day, that was the last time we met. Before I left for school, he left for his place of work. You know, because I now realized that they knew each other. I can't remember how they knew that, how I now came to understand that they know each other. But I just did, and then I'll be telling him stuff. That time we're just talking, we're not I'll be telling him stuff. And example, I'll say, you know what sister A said, what sister this was sister A said. And anytime I come to meet him that sister A said this and that, he just gives this response, or he just answer vaguely or passively. He never really, you know he just answered just passively, like. And I was like, okay. I was like, something happened between you guys, you get. But he was just, I didn't know that he was bottling a lot inside me. If you guys know my husband personally, you people know that he's a very quiet person. He doesn't talk at all. I'm not that makes him talk self. On the contrary, but normally he's a man of very few words. You hardly even hear his voice, and even if he talks, his voice is always bedroom voice. Like I used to tease him. Even in our videos, you realize that his voice is always on the low. So he's that kind of person. So he doesn't really talk. So the time we met, I feel like when I started telling him that me and this girl, we know each other, and he saw how close this girl was trying to get to me. Abi, house I would say, tana ta, she was just trying to shige me. Let me mix out our English, right? So I mean, because I have a very clear conscience. Like I told you guys, I didn't really do anything to eat. But meanwhile, he was busy fearing for me. I didn't know. So when he came that day, I brought up our issue again, and then he said, all this while that you're talking about this girl, I just said, let me keep quiet, but let me just tell you. He now started talking to me about the girl. He now started opening up to me about what really happened. I know he'll just tell you, and it used to annoy me that time. I remember, because he'll just tell you something so big and grave in a parable. You now leave it, now go and decipher whatever he meant, and it used to piss me off. So when I can't remember what he said exactly that day, but he said it in the form of a parable. He wasn't straightforward. And then he just jefe small for you. He just talk small. But that small, he carry weight. So when he said what he said, I said, or more. And me being a very calculative person, that was when I now put my defense mode on. I now entered my analysis mode and I started adding one plus one. I went back and I started adding one plus one. It was giving me two. Two plus two. I said, Jesus is Lord. I said, so all this while this thing was planned. So all this while this girl was just trying to see how she could scatter us even before we, because at that point I said me, I was not even, it wasn't even in my mind anything relationship about with him. It wasn't in my head, but she was already trying to separate us before we, do you get? And I feel like another reason why, I still kept him, I still was trying to talk to him and know him, was because of the kind of person that he was. That was one of it. But the first thing I would say was, um I already heard the voice of God concerning this person, right? And even though what she was saying was so unlike him, I still gave him that grace. Yes, I still gave him that grace to try and understand what was going on, or to try and I just did not. I was angry at first too. Like I told you guys, I disliked the personality that she painted him to be. But I feel like because God was in it, God found a way of still calming my mind to say, okay, let's just see. You get? So when he started saying his own part about this girl, you guys, I was shocked. And I said, wait. And I went to Instagram and I screenshotted what she said to me. And I said to you that this is what this guy has been saying about you, oh, on WhatsApp. Said I see wo or gasa. And I saw battle start, oh, you guys. We entered fresh battle. Every day this girl will, and when I realized that all this while she was just trying to get to me, obviously I knew she was not a friend but a foe. So and me, once I sense that you are not my friend, you are not for me but against me, I will immediately put a line of demarcation between yourself and I, and I'll label you foe and I'll treat you as such. So I decided to cut this girl off. Oh. I decided to block her on a WhatsApp. I decided to block her on Instagram. I decided to block her on all the platforms. I decided to just block her off, basically. This girl did not stop there. Hey! She'll look for another number again. First of all, I stopped telling her stuff about what's going on between I and my boyfriend. Then I started to stop telling her stuff, and then when I stopped telling her, she would try to push for me to tell her what's going on and all of that. So it got to the point I was like, because it got to the point that I think at some point she was just saying that they had not broken up or something. And man, I'm like, I had to meet my boyfriend. It's like, listen, I know there's nothing going on here, but if you cannot sort your issues out with this girl, then I'm going to just leave it to sort it out when you've sorted it out, then you can come back to me, right? But I was like, I'm not going to meddle in your issues, bro. You have to settle it before you come to me, right? And then he's like, he has no business with her anymore. They had broken up. Whatever. I'm just like, so what do you want me to do now? What do you want me to do? And then he's like, oh my, you don't even know this girl. At that point, I think she had weird him out emotionally and otherwise, such that he was just tired of fighting her, right? Not like physical fighting, but he was tired of dealing with her basically. So when I realized that this guy needs some sort of help, you know, I dropped my I will not fight over a guy, whatever aside, and then I decided to help him. Now it's not as if collected the fight to like 100%. Like as I'm doing for my own ends, I'll still tell him, you self do your own. Do you understand? Because no be me dates this girl with you that time. That you data, so you sort out your issues while I'm trying to help you. So this girl will come and then she would say ill stuff about him. She would insult him. She would say all manner of, and not sure where is all this bitterness coming from. Now, I'm someone that I don't disrespect people. You cannot disrespect me and I look at you. because I'm not a disrespect. Normally, I know hinaba bana so rainy, kuma bana yin rainy. Unless you throw your respect away, I'll help you to match it. Eh. So when this girl started talking anyhow, it was as if she was getting frustrated with me not giving it to her so-called plans, she would insult him and even try to subtly insult me. I say, you what? I say, now this is the height of it. This is normally she don't reach me here, but her now trying to insult me. I say, madam, it shall not stand there, that shall it come to pass. Okay. That's why I say, hey. So I've been trying to be civil with you all this while, but you feel like you want to now disrespect me on top. First of all, I told her, I had to cut her federal one. I said, first of all, in your life, in your entire life, you can do this thing. You can do this with anybody, but me. I said, this is the last time you carry your phone and talk and insult anybody. I said, I will not. I must not hear any insult about him from a mouth again. No. This is the last time you call to my WhatsApp and insult this guy again. Shebi they hear me. I be no they hear me. That one was one. I said, secondly, in your entire life and existence, don't you ever carry your phone. If you want to insult him, I've told you I won't take it. So if I won't take you insulting him, you dare not even try that rubbish with me. So guess, cause me say I no correct. I'm not a normal person. That's another brought out the ghetto in me. I was like, do you even know me at all? I said, what about me? My head no correct. Normally, I'm not normal. I had to cut her for that one and clear her federal one. When I was done and I blocked her, thinking that she will now leave me alone. She now use another number to be calling my boyfriend. She now use another number to be calling me. We'll block her. She'll use. Because I knew this girl was not normal, was that she was not getting the clue at all. She will use another number, I'll block it. She use another number, I'll block it. She use another. As she was disturbing me, at least she was disturbing my husband. I say, God, I beg. I say, this girl, what is it? What is it? Nothing with my husband never tell her. My husband, we know they talk. Oh, normally he went from trying to be civil with her to now be insulting her. It's something that he hardly does. He now started telling her harsh things like, "What's wrong with you? Don't you have self respect? Somebody's telling you he's not interested. Why can't you leave me alone?" For a man to be telling you like that, you say if you don't fuck up. So, oh, but that was how it was. Oh, you guys, I can't go into details tell you guys how we suffered with that or how he dealt with that, but it was such a hassle, okay, and it was not even funny at all. But with prayers, because we're not now doing with his prayers, because I was not even normal again to your long. We have to join with prayers, so as we're praying, we'll block. It was crazy. Like, I think she stopped trying to reach my husband. I think it was sometimes last year or so. He'll tell me, at that point, at this point, we're already dating, obviously. So he'll tell me, you don't know who called me. I'm like, who? And then he's like, Sister A. And I'm like, you mean she tried to call you again? And then he's like, yes. And then I'm like, she used another number to call you. He's like, I've been blocking all her numbers, but I didn't even know it was her until I picked the call and I heard it was her. And I was just like, So can you guys see? Can you guys see? So more, that was when I knew that this girl was not normal and she was probably obsessed with him, and was so unhealthy. And I decided to just end it. So as we were, trying to cut her off physically, spiritually, we're also trying to separate ourselves from her because that girl was so no, 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 no. So yeah, I mean, for a lady, you should not do that. So basically, long and short of this story is, all I'm trying to say is, as a lady, as a guy, whoever you are out there, you're looking for a life partner. It should not be now that you start praying for life partner when you're looking. You should have an existing relationship with God. So that when God speaks to you, you know what to do. And then it's not as if God don't tell you, okay, go left. You now say, oh no, because of this situation, let me go right. You want that trouble that nobody's saying you, but you saying yourself. Do you get? So basically, just try to hear God for yourself, know God for yourself. I basically, myself, I feel like it was even the prayers that helped us to have peace with this girl, not even the blocking. Because we had blocked and we had gotten tired of blocking. Do you get? So for this life, a person will not know God. You are playing with fire. In the only few way playing with fire. You are playing with fire. But yeah, oh, that was how it was, and that was our story of how we dealt with crazy ex. We have suffered. Let me tell you, like that was the beginning of the obstacles in a relationship. But I'm going to tell you guys just this one for today. As time progresses, maybe when we feel led to share, or when we're in the same space, would go for that to tell you what happened or the other challenges that we faced leading to our marriage, our wedding, and all of that. But it's been a crazy ride. It's been a really crazy ride. But yeah, I think I posted this video. I hope it's not so long. But please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all those good stuff. Please and please, if you're currently dealing with a crazy ex, or if you're, yeah, just let me know in the comments. If you've dealt with one, let me know in the comments. If let me just know how it was for you. Was the guy supportive? Was he afraid to leave her? Just let me know in the comments, basically. So yeah, if this has also helped you, please don't forget to comment down in the comments below. Let me know that I'm reaching people as I'm supposed to, right? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do all those good stuff. Okay. Some of the first post notification bell, because a lot of vlogs are going to be, you people should not dull. Oh. But yeah, some of the post notification bells get notified whenever I upload a video, because it's going to be interesting. Okay. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.